Well, now, after all the hype and speculation, that turned out to be a great race between the top two favorites battling out at the end. They started off with the Baffert horse, Citizen Bull, getting the lead. He did that opening half in 46 and 1/5 seconds. Citizen Bull had the lead. Neo Equus crept up right beside him. We also had the 12 East Avenue holding off a bit, sitting off the lead. We had the 7 Luxor Cafe was near there. The other Japanese horse, Admire Daytona, near the lead. He shuffled back a little bit. And we also had the 20 horse, Owen Almighty, not on the lead, but close enough to the pace. They did pick up the pace a bit. Also, American Promise, the Dwayne Lucas horse, was near there. As I suspected, Nick Juarez moved the horse early. The thing is, he tried to move between two horses that were riding pretty much side by side, Citizen Bull and Neo Equus. American Promise tried to squeeze between those horses, couldn't get anywhere, caused trouble for himself and those other two horses. At that point, he was pretty much on. Journalism sat comfortably back right off the pace, as did, Burnham Square and Sovereignty. Once they started making that move, Journalism made a commanding run, and it looked like he might have had it for just a second, but Sovereignty really made us see the horse that a lot of his fans, especially, knew he could be coming into this race, getting back into that form he had in the Street Sense. I had a feeling that Street Sense would be an indicative race. Picked the wrong horse. I went with his tactic. I think he's still out there running. No. But Sovereignty battled with Journalism in a rivalry that seems to have been established, and I'm sure we're probably going to see it again, maybe in 2 weeks in the Preakness. Sovereignty gets away with the win there. Nice ride there. They did the 3/4 in 1:10 and 3/5 seconds. Final time 2:02 and 1/5, 2:02.31 in metric for you all. Sovereignty, 2025 Kentucky Derby winner. Junior Alvarado gets his first win, and Bill Mott gets the monkey off his back. Solid, legitimate win for Sovereignty, Bill Mott, and Junior Alvarado. Second place was the 8 Journalism, the favorite, Umberto Rispoli, and Mike McCarthy. Come up a bit short, but still a valiant effort from Journalism. Third place, the 21. The hype came through on Baeza. He ended up running right behind Journalism. They just couldn't get to Sovereignty, but Flavian Pratt got his horse up for another third place. I think this is the 4th time he's run third in the Derby. The number 21 run in third, Baeza. John Sheriff's Flavian Pratt. 4th place was the 3. Final Gambit, Luan Machado and Brad Cox. Now that Jeff Ruby Stakes angle plays off again. Not for a winner, but for a horse hitting the board in the Kentucky Derby. Another Jeff Ruby Stakes horse does it. Is there something to that? Will people start purposefully taking their horses to Turfway now? I don't know. We'll see. But it's been too consistent to ignore. For those interested, running in 5th place was the 20 Owen Almighty. 6th place was the 9. We had Burnham Square. We all knew he was going to make a run, just didn't have the speed to get there. And for the fans of Sandman, Sandman did make it. He was making a big run. He was back there with his tactic. They really waited too long to run. The horses up front moved right when a little bit too soon, so the Stalkers had a good run at the lead, and those closers waited too long. Sloppy track, bit harder to close. Maybe next time. Sandman in there running 7th. So thanks for watching. We got the Preakness coming up here. We've got to check out and see who's going to run it back. Maybe we'll see Sovereignty, maybe not. Rich Strike didn't run in the Preakness, so it's not an automatic anymore. Will we see Journalism back? I don't know. Will we see Baeza back? I don't know. Are we going to see Rodriguez? Are we going to see Grande? I don't know. We got to wait and see. But for now, number 18, Sovereignty, Junior Alvarado with a win.